When people get injured because of training, they typically get this wrong. They do one of two things and both of them are not serving them very well. I had my share of injuries, and when I started out, I wanted to do the muscle up, but my muscles got very strong very fast, but my tendon did not get stronger as fast enough. So as I was trying to do the chicken muscle up, what I got was I injured my tricep tendon or my elbow tendon, and that set me back a long way. Problem is, I continued training and I continued pushing through that pain because I thought at the end of the road, at the end of the pain, there are gains. But turns out that is not the case, and that is the first thing that people do wrong when they get injured. They try to push through that injury. Another thing is, and that's something that most doctors are going to tell you, is that if you're injured, well, stop training because you're overloading the system. So stop training altogether. And what people do is they end up just quitting, and before you know it, you're 1 year later and you haven't trained at all. And then when you start to go and get back to training, all of a sudden you re-injure yourself because you didn't prepare your tendon, you didn't prepare your ligaments in order to be stronger, and you're just off at square one. Unfortunately, I herniated my disc. That caused a lot of loss of strength in my tricep. So that has to heal. The herniated disc has to heal before I can go back to training. And the problem with that is if I want to do upper body training, yeah, my left arm is just not working as it should. And that sucks. That is an injury. That sucks. I can't just use it. So I could do one of two things. I could push through it, but that is definitely not gonna help. Or I could stop altogether and then I'm just going to be a couch potato, which I also don't want. The thing that I do when I get injured is I get sad. I get very sad because typically you're working up to something, all of a sudden that injury hits you and you just don't know where to go. Like I had this when I was doing my one-arm pull-up training. I got so strong. Everything got so good. All of a sudden I injured my elbow tendon because my muscles were growing, probably my tendon weren't catching up, and boom, I got injured. So you're back at square one. You can't continue doing it because if you're pushed through the pain, you know that there is no gain. There is only more suffering and you're only going to get weaker over time. We should listen to our body. We should do the exercises that don't hurt us, that doesn't aggravate the injury so that we can actually heal. But in the meantime, we should do the exercises or focus more on the things that we can do. And I know that doesn't really lie into your goals. If you want to do that one-arm pull-up, if that is your goal, I know you want to continue doing the one-arm pull-up. But unfortunately, you have to set that goal aside so that later on, when you're healed, you can pick it back up. And you should look for things that maybe are lacking, maybe body parts that you have been neglecting, like legs, for example. Or maybe you know that you need to do more core work, but you don't prioritize it. So now it's going to be the time because now you have a gap open in your training schedule that you can allocate to training core. So get very strong at core, get very strong legs, and then once you get back, you can do your upper body again. That is just an example. That's an example from my life, but maybe for you it's the exact opposite. Maybe you love training legs and you've always been training legs, and now all of a sudden you injured your knee. Now you have to focus a little bit more on upper body, and maybe you can do some more posture work or some more training for the upper back because that needed some love. Main takeaway of today's video is I know injuries suck. They absolutely suck. But don't let that get in the way of you being a strong human. You need to continue training because otherwise, and that is something that I see with a lot of people in jiu-jitsu or in training, in real life, people that are around me, that they get injured and they stop working out altogether. And before they know it, a year has gone by and they haven't done a thing. And they get miserable, their body does not look the way they want it to look anymore. And yeah, they get sad. And I know that injury is a setback. It feels like a setback. I understand. Like not being able to train bench press or pull-ups sucks for me. But I know I have to get my neck in check. I have to get my tricep back in order, and then we can continue training. And in the long run, if I lose a year on my upper body, that's not a big of a deal. But the mindset in my head needs to stay that training is something for life. Training is something that I have to continue doing, even if it's not optimal, even if it's not the way I want it to be. I have to continue that ball rolling so that I don't get out of the groove and that I can continue getting stronger. It's so important to not stop. Keep the ball rolling, and you're going to thank me later. So yes, let me know in the comments down below what you are doing when you're injured. Let me know what your injury currently is. I'm happy to discuss, and I guess I'll be seeing you all in the next video. Peace!